But my character was like, no, I'd rather capture this experience
Yeah.
on the recording. I'd rather polish it, make it a product, and then it would live separate life.
Right. Yes. You're so right. That is such a whole other added layer to a musician. You've got the creating of the music, the learning of the instruments and all of that, but then adding a whole huge layer of then performing in front of people.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that that probably is an issue for a lot of musicians out there who just think, I'm not interested in that side of things. I want to create, produce.
Uh, it reminds me of one thing, and actually it is connected to Great Britain. I don't remember in the Beatles, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, one of them, so they also had these different personalities.
Yes.
And their interest was different, but I don't remember either it was Paul or John. One was really enjoying the recording process, and the other one was enjoying also a recording process, but live.
I would imagine probably Paul really enjoyed the performing aspect, and John maybe wanted to focus on the recording, I would
Was
imagine.
more introverted.
Yeah.
Paul
Yeah.
McCartney still is this type of charming, charismatic guy. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's how you get your energy, isn't it? It's what inspires you and what keeps you going. And yeah, it's going to be different for everybody,
And I
isn't it?
also went to the doctor with all these issues that were bothering me, but I'm the kind of person I needed to know why.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And 2 times I went to the doctors, realizing that there are not the kind of institution to explain me why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to know and understand the mechanics.
Yeah.
Being also a composers, musicians, they are perceived as this type of flying in the clouds, talking to God or devil, depending on the music genre and everything. But they are not earthly, not grounded,
Mm.
pragmatic people. It luckily, maybe, but maybe for this reason I didn't go to rock because I was more down to earth,
Yeah.
grounded, and I am still pragmatic.
Yeah. Well, and you are a creator and you want to know what has created this illness. If you are
Yeah,
somebody who creates things, you want to know, well, what has created this?
but I want to learn and understand this and be able to fix this. I realized that I want to explore this side of life,
Yeah.
learn, touch, test, to see what helps, what doesn't help. Driven by this internal, quietly present interest and preparedness to learn. Being a pragmatic person, I'm not that type of guy. But for that specific occasion, I said, I will go there and try and see what they teach. And I went and I didn't regret.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
We need more
was
of those.
absolutely. And that's why we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you can almost sort of look at, when anyone says getting in tune with yourself, I mean, you can think of your body as an instrument. You tune an instrument, you need to tune your body. You can also think of your body as an entire orchestra with all the different parts, and sometimes something gets off and you need to look at what
Yeah.
instrument needs tuning.
Yeah, and this is the revelation. I came to that several years later when I was already managing my wife's spinal problems myself.
Amazing.
I've been watching her and helping her at home with 2 kids now
Yes.
for over 10 years. Of course, we visit the doctors when these
Yes.
are serious issues. We are not replacing the thing. My point is that it's possible. It absolutely is crucial and important to feel The body,
Yes.
because it is telling us a lot.
Yes,
A
yes,
lot.
yes. And so often what I find in my own journey and with my clients is over the years, our modern lives and expectations of others and societal expectations cause us to disconnect from our bodies and push feelings down and go, no, I can't feel that right now. I've got to keep doing this. I got to keep producing. And so we get more and more disconnected from our bodies.
What you have said is precisely on point. It is a sound. It
Yeah.
is energy. Energy and vibration
Yeah.
are the same.
Yes.
Light as well. These are angles of from which we look on one thing which is existing in this world. We can describe it many ways, but if we look at a higher level,
Yeah.
what is causing this to happen at first place, then everything boils down, or actually goes up, because we are addressing the fundamental issue, is about internal tension, energy blockages, tension in the muscles, which draw organs out of their places, apply attention lifting, and then we eat, and then something from outside may affect us, and we get thrown out.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I mean, in my own journey with my own chronic illness and studying a number of different chronic illnesses over the last few years, it is astounding how every person you speak to has had an emotional traumatic event in their life. And most people have had, difficult moments, but there seems to be an unmistakable connection between emotional tension within the body and chronic illness and things that just can't be explained. And you're right. We do want to set ourselves up for success. We do want to exercise and eat the right things, but it's not just that. It's that being in tune with ourselves and reconnecting with ourselves and looking deeper.
Yeah, what you have just said is precisely that. The aura is part of our mind. So the mind is not only here.
Yeah.
Body also has memory, and this body and aura records all the nervous, energetic, and emotional. These are one thing.
Yeah.
It records all the states. This tension that doesn't get released, psychologists do it through talk. They have a lot of practices. I'm sure in your field, you are approaching this exact same issue from your angle.
Yes.
And it immediately strains the nerves. The
Yes.
nerves get strained, they pull the muscles, the organs, everything. And then we are having this type of chronic disease or that type of chronic disease.
Absolutely. And, as I study more on the neuroscience side of things and our nervous system and exactly what you're talking about, if an animal in the wild, let's say an antelope is being chased by a lion in the wild, and it manages to escape and it gets to safety. As soon as it gets to safety, it drops down to the ground and it shakes all of that energy out. It gets rid of it. We don't do that. Some people do, and it's an idea for more people to think about. Again, getting in connection with your body. There are somatic practices where you can shake the trauma out. There's a brilliant book called The Body Keeps the Score, which talks about how the body does store trauma. So science is starting to catch up with this aspect of the body that you have been studying. And the sad part about it is, I think it can cause people to disconnect even more with their body. When really what they need to do is they need to go further inwards but
Face it.
it's
Everything is done within ourselves. Okay, this is the thing. We need to address it quietly. Don't rush things.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
yeah, we are dealing with this. It is here, and now relax. Do your best.
yes.
We will address it. and cut it off.
It's that compassion, isn't it? And actually, you touched upon something really interesting there. They've done some studies on why placebos work. And a lot of times it is just having the experience with a doctor where you feel heard and understood and connect on that level. That's a huge part of why placebos exist. And it's further confirmation that we have everything within us to heal. And I do think that chronic illnesses are really forcing us to retreat because we haven't built up the emotional resilience to deal with these things that have caused the tension. And so the chronic illness is forcing us to try and let go and release that and heal before we get back into the world. But yeah, it's difficult because for so many people with chronic illness, and you've dealt with this yourself, and I have a lot of friends and myself where, and modern medicine is wonderful for so many reasons, but mysterious illnesses are really not the forte of modern medicine. They want to give you pills for whatever symptoms, and as you say, not get at the root cause. So we all need to become explorers and be curious and try and figure out what the heck is going on. I mean, in my own journey of healing, a huge part of it was releasing that tension, releasing the stress within, healing me emotionally, and then working on the physical aspects at the same time. That's the very definition of a holistic approach, really, isn't it? And it is amazing how we can heal through sound.
That time, a lot of experience in actual healing. I've been using I've been getting in Theta brainwave state for years.
Yes.
But then I discovered that there's a mean for that in the field of science and music. These are vibrations coming at this thing, at this bio liquid hard drive, which has its own vibrations.
Yes.
And it responds.
Yes.
So by hitting also different heights, notes, the response and vibration within the body is different. And watching by that, feeling that, we are able to tell what exactly. So having already years of practical experience, I was able to grasp this immediately.
Yes.
I listened, it feels 432 hertz, feels more calming.
Yeah.
Soft. And it's this whole solfeggio scale is the tuning that was used in the Middle Ages.
Ah.
So back then they used for all the orchestra, for all violins, for all instruments, for most, I would say. They used this type of tuning. And what they have discovered is that certain notes correspond to chakras
Right.
within human body. Oscillation between left hemisphere and right hemisphere, which corresponds to our awakened state, activity, sleep, how awakened, how alert we are. Yeah, so using binaural beats, we are able to change and put ourselves into different modes, which are defined by nature.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
But you need to tune yourself to the right frequency, vibration, and in the same time, at a certain point, be absent and be an observer as well. And let many great musicians say, I'm letting God speak through me, or Ray Charles, or some guys from the jazz world had said that, and I have stumbled upon this and thought how exactly and precisely he described. And from then on, it shifts you. You start to play melodies, test different variations. In my example, it becomes even more interesting, even more, and then you let go of the mind and empty yourself. You become an observer and let your physicality and emotional and brain do what this body tells you, what your mind tells you, and you attune yourself. You open this thing, and I finished it very quickly.
Yeah.
From a certain point, it has finished itself.
Yeah.
In physics and the movement, the electric flow is a movement from the minus to a plus. It's a breath in and a breath out.
Yes.
Our life starts with the breath in and ends with the breath out. And in between, while we are breathing, we are receiving and sending the energy. This pumps the blood, and this whole wheel is rotating. So yeah, this is on many levels, on many, because by going different routes in my music production career, it was interesting for me, but at certain points, I needed to go into this field or into that field. But having this experience as it is, I found it very refreshing and helpful.
Yes.
Precisely.
Well, because, when we create, we are making the internal external. So you are making space for every different part within you, all the joy and the harmony, but also the sorrow and other aspects, and finding the beauty and all of that. And I mean, that's really ultimate goals that we should all really be seeking. And I think really important for the artists out there listening. If you are focusing on a lot of dark feelings, that is great, but try and balance that out a bit by exploring your lightness, and vice versa. If you are only exploring the lightness within, start exploring that, give that darkness a voice, because when we do that, it releases that tension. It helps us to connect with every aspect of ourself. Yeah, beautiful.
It's a good message for some people in enlightenment, self-development scene, because exactly this time. Because when people get to yoga, whatever, positivity, raising your vibration, raising your energy, at a certain point, there's a risk of becoming unnaturally positive.
We call that toxic positivity.
Yeah,
Yes.
toxic positivity,
Yeah.
suppressing your, sometimes it's okay to be angry.
Yes. Yes.
Anger must not be your root vibration. If you're angry all the time through
Yes.
life, or you feel sorrow or some heavy, if it becomes your root vibration for, and you're mostly this, then it's a problem.
Yes.
But if you're mostly positive, it's okay for me to be angry and do some stuff when it's needed at this precisely small part, size, shape, and manifestation as it is needed. And then you get back.
Yes, yes. I mean, we don't, that's the power of problems are a beautiful thing. And feeling uncomfortable is usually a moment for us to learn, a moment for us to grow. So we want to explore our feelings and acknowledge our feelings so that we can understand what's going on. And I suppose that's a big theme of today, is about really getting to the heart of things, understanding things. We are both seekers of trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
And so on that note, I think it's time to get down to business and cultivate the witness, allowing your body to relax and settle into the space beneath you. And when you are ready, feel free to gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs with fresh, invigorating air, and exhaling slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or stress that may be lingering within. And really feel the rhythm of your breath, flowing in and out, a sacred dance of life and connection. Good, that's right. Now imagine yourself surrounded by a serene landscape. It could be a lush forest or garden or a beautiful beach. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. the gentle breeze brushing against your face, and the earth beneath your feet, grounding you in this present moment. As you tune into the rhythms of nature, feel a sense of harmony and balance wash over you. Allow yourself to become one with the natural world, recognizing that you are an integral part of the interconnected web of life. Now, shifting your awareness inward, bringing your attention to the gentle rhythm of your breath. With each inhale, imagine drawing in healing energy from the universe, filling every cell of your body with light and vitality. And as you exhale, release any tension or discomfort, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Continuing to breathe deeply and rhythmically, allowing the natural flow of your breath to guide you into a state of deep relaxation and inner peace. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into a profound sense of calm and tranquility.
If I could sing or play an instrument for you, I would sing and play an instrument for you. If I could dance for you, I would dance for you. If I could paint for you, I would paint for you. But my thing is words. But the problem about words is that you may listen to them.
And that would be a mistake.